Well, good Sunday afternoon. I'm here after church, changed my clothes and came back for a little emergency job. You see the service line here, and there's another one up in that tree right there. Anyway, this little furze fell down over it. Captain Brown came along just at the right time. I've got the thing braced up. Come along doubled up, a 2-ton come along there doubled up, and lifted it up high enough to put this dead man in underneath it. So tomorrow I'll have to come back and climb up this little fat pine and cut that out away from the power line. But now I've got it supported to where I can, and then I can cut it out from under this one. This is a pretty simple thing, but over there, I'm going to see if you guys will make some comments and some advice. Think I'm just chicken to not climb this. These trees have been falling over forever. The ground's wet. I haven't figured out what I want to do with it yet. So that little fir in the center of the frame is almost plumb. It's leaning downhill a hair. But you can see the amount of trees that's got to come out of here. Well, there, that one crossing the bigger fir. It's a Doug fir leaning not 45 degrees, but not too far from it. That little one that's in the center of the frame there now is just about plumb for sure. So anyway, we'll walk up there and I'll give you a little better idea of its size at the base. So Captain Brown's there at the base of this fir tree. It's a good 2 foot, maybe 2.5 anyway, and you see timber's been falling over this hillside all over. And it doesn't really look too bad until you start scoping up there. It's a tall fir as well. I don't know, let me get a look at it here. Anyway, it's a quandary. I've thought about pulling it straight backwards. I can get up in there high enough about where that crook is. We got some big timber behind us we can pull off of, but it's going to take maybe close to 1,000 feet of line. I got a pair of double blocks that I could put in the system, and but I guess as far as pulling goes, if I get up there where that crook is, which would be plenty high enough, is there enough wood to hold it till it gets all the way back? You know, it's going to have to be like a 2-inch, 3-inch hinge on it, just so it doesn't come off the hinge. But anybody's got any experience pulling trees that far leaning backwards, I don't think there's any way. I might pull it sideways, but that'll be a mess as well. So it'd be better just straight back, which generally it is. Anyway, that's the fun I'm having today. God bless you. See you next time. So we're we're looking at this tree and talking about pulling it sideways, and what if I anchored up here somewheres, and instead of pulling it off my anchor, just establishing some tension, a good bit of tension on it, and then falling it sideways, probably into that hole there. I don't think, yeah, it would never come up above this fir there in the middle of the frame, but it would go in that hole there between that fir and that pine. I think it would. You'd have to be pulling on it. Anyway, your thoughts would be appreciated. Or you just climb up there and start chunking it down. I don't think that's probably the smartest thing to do with this ground the way it is. And if I can get it guide back, you know, it might be the thing to do. But I'm going to climb it without tying it down, tying it back. Okay.